Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Touring Australia. We've just come down to Ivanhoe Crossing once again. Why? Well, I think that, we just love it down here. It's bloody awesome. It's just a nice spot. It's early morning now. What time is it? 7:25 a.m. So we're just going to cruise through. In case you haven't seen any of our other videos with Ivanhoe Crossing, check them out. Subscribe, turn the bell on. Some good videos there. Go through. Obviously, a lot of mixed information, as in we've got the touring, the scenery, the places, the track road conditions, road reports, so you know whether it's sealed roads. See that bit of movement there? So early morning, mate. Was that a croc sitting there? Something was there, that's for sure. I wasn't looking, I was concentrating on what I was saying. Something took off into the water. Definitely crocs here, guys. You're going to get your freshies. I suppose that's a good thing about coming down early morning. We might actually see something, you never know. Just cruise through slowly and have a look. Keep your eyes peeled, Mitzi. Have a look if you see any movement. We've got the pelicans over there. Look at the pelicans, they're waiting for fish, right? So obviously there's fish here. Oh, they're not going to hang around long with us, I think, apparently. It's towards the end of one of our trips, and it's time to wash all the dust and everything out from our wheels and our suspension and all that sort of thing. So it's a good way to do it in this nice, clean, fresh water. Just, you don't go crazy. You don't need to fill up your engine bay, the whole area, with water. But it's good to get some water through around the brakes, the back, inside the handbrake assembly, inside the rotors and stuff like that. Remembering that, it's always possible that you get a little bit of water in your bearings and that. Probably not, but a little bit maybe and all that. So it is going to also add to your wear and tear. So you don't want to go too hard. So what I was saying, the videos, we've got all the scenery. If you're planning a trip, you can search the roads and stuff, and it'll tell you, what sections are sealed, how far, what condition they're in. And generally, they're going to be in about that condition. It does change, but generally it's going to be about that. And sometimes, at least how much of the road's sealed, whatever the case may be. When you get to a crossing that looks like this, you got to be really careful. So you've got the smooth water here, no problem, and we know this is okay, but when you see it like that, you go, hang on, there's something going on, and it can be washed out. Feel that little bump there? Right, so it's always wise to either know or check it, walk it, get a visual on it, or go really slow. And if you drop into something massive, obviously if the water's shallow, it was where we are, and your front drops in, you can usually back out, and that's why it's also wise to travel with other vehicles. On this trip, we've travelled obviously across the Gibb over to Broome, usual sorts of places, and back over again. We've been away for about nearly 2 months. Thank you very much. Bit of long service leave while we had a shortage of injectors. So by now we'll be fully back on deck. Hopefully we've got stock. I know that we've secured quite a lot of stock before starting leave while we're away, and also promises of stock when we get back. So that's all good. Monday mornings for the injector kits, if that's what you need. This is on the touring channel though, so the right people probably won't get that message, but I thought I'd put it out there in case people are watching. We've got another channel, 4x4 Diesel. This one will go on 4x4 Touring Australia. Just want to give you a little message about travelling across the Gibb and up to Mitchell Falls and into the Bungles, and it's still the same as what I've said previously. Nothing's changed, alright? Look, people will say, oh, I took my trailer and I didn't have a problem, and all this sort of talk, and oh, that was because that's a crap trailer, and blah, blah, blah. There's heaps of trailers broken. There's heaps of flat tyres. There's heaps of broken axles. There's major problems, right? Major repairs. This is not something that's convenient when you're on a trip, so really think about it. We travel without, this vehicle hasn't even got a tow bar. We travel with other vehicles, so if something does happen to a vehicle, we've got plan B, C, D, E, F's, the whole lot, right? A trailer, you're going to be right 90% of the time, like most people, but when your luck runs out, is it worth the pain? It's quite easy to do the trip with a tent, a self-inflating mattress, the food and water you need, whatever the case may be. So I'm just letting you know, in my opinion, I certainly wouldn't take trailers up to Mitchell Falls, any sort of trailer, I don't care, whatever, or into the Bungles. If I had a decent caravan, I wouldn't want to wreck it, even if it makes it. The amount of dust and shaking and wear and tear on that van, terrible. And that's where the aftermarket accessories come into it. You've really got to think about what you need and what you don't, the quality of those items, and who fits them. Who are you going to trust to fit them, to make sure it's done right so it doesn't rattle itself or something else on the vehicle to pieces. What's that floating across there? No, not a fish. I thought I saw something there. Anyway, we're going to stop up here a bit. This Prado, without any major aftermarket accessories, has been 100% reliable. I did actually have a nut on the cargo barrier, my own little bracket attachment from the cargo barrier to the storage system. I thought I did it up tight, but it's plywood, so it does crush, and didn't use Loctite and didn't use a Nylock, so my fault. I should have used a Nylock or Loctite or whatever. Anyway, we're going to stop up here, give the vehicle a bit of a wash, and after we do that, I'll see if there's any other general information for a Gibb River Road outback trip that you probably need to know about. It's been a bloody awesome trip, you know. There's nothing better than getting away from the cold southern states in the middle of winter for a couple of months. And I'm going to plan to do it, well, I'll say every year, because it's a plan, right? Plan subject to change. In a dream, that's what you do. And I always say, if you need parts or service, always avoid school holidays. And bada bing. For those that do happen to watch this video and watch it till the end, I remind you again, please press the like button on both channels. Please subscribe, turn the bell on so you can stay up to date with all the latest info, whether it's in regards to automotive, your diesel, your four-wheel drive, the touring information. We're going to be all over it. These channels are growing. We're going to build up the information, hopefully get better at it. It's a plan. All school holidays are on holidays. The summer holidays, December, January, I can help you out with parts only, so parts kits, obviously avoiding all the main public holiday days, and randomly we'll be in and out of the high country sort of thing depending on the weather, but we don't take any big breaks that time of the year. It's the middle of the year and the other two lots of school holidays, spending time with the family, so keep that in mind. Not that it's going to help you much. Can you tell I love Ivanhoe Crossing? I'm really just here so I can come down, show you it over and over again, talk to you about it. Yeah, I'm going to give you the other top places on the Gibb in a moment. And yeah, I just want to get some of that. I got out and gave the car a bit of a wash. You know, those Costco, Kirkland, you know, you get the 24 for 20 bucks or whatever it is. My bag's been going about 7 or 8 years. I haven't even used them all yet. You know, they're still in go. I think there's a couple pretty badly stained ones. See, so much information for those that care. Look, you know, Mitch, what was your favourite spot on the Gibb, mate? Out of all the falls and places, what's your number one?
I don't know, actually. They're all pretty good.
Yeah, didn't you say you like Manning the best? Manning was one of the best ones?
Mount Barnett.
Mount Barnett, yeah. Walking out to Manning and that's what the kids said the other day. That's what I always thought from other trips and that. So what's good about, you camp right next to the river, right? There's not a lot of showers or toilets, whatever, but you're not there for the showers or toilets, are you? This is the thing. This is actually what you're there for, the water, the scenery. So you get at the station there, right? And you basically pay your fees, right? Pay your fees. We've got an oncoming at the other side actually, yeah, oops. Maybe I didn't see him, or he just rocked up at the right time. That's right, we've got plenty of room. It's wide enough there anyway. Look, you've got the river right there, so you can swim in the river, cool off anytime. You go for your walk, you cool off. The gorge is awesome. We've got a video on that. Just search what it's under. They'll be under Manning Gorge. Just search Manning on our channel. Number one, Manning Gorge, yeah. Like I said, you walk out there, the gorge is awesome. You walk back and then you got the river again. It's a couple of k's each way. It's about an hour, something like that, because it's fairly straightforward walk. A little bit, you got to climb through a couple of creeks. Like I said, it's all in that video. What else? What's the next best one? Bell Gorge is pretty good. Mitchell Falls is pretty good. Like I said, I wouldn't bother taking any trailers up there. I know some of yous have and some of yous will. It's all good, each to their own. Just my recommendation from a traveling perspective, a trailer broken experience and seen a lot perspective, and mechanical perspective all put together. So my recommendation, even if you make it, you've kind of half wrecked it. And I know some people have got these awesome trailers and they go, oh, not mine. Okay, that's what I said, each to their own. I don't know what you've got. So Mitch, what's your number 2? If Manning's the number 1, what do you reckon?
Bell Gorge.
Bell Gorge is number 2, because that's easy to walk into, isn't it? What, 20 minutes? Pretty easy. Over the hill, down the hill, through the creek. You can even do it without getting your feet wet until you get to the river, so you need your wet shoes. We've got a video on that. Again, just search Bell Gorge and you'll see the video. If you're subscribed with a bell on, you'll get an email as the videos come out. It's going to be one every day or 2 or 3 or once a week. Depends what we got in stock, how often they come out. But if you've got that on, that bell turned on, you'll get that regular notification, and they'll come out in an orderly fashion. Instead of just seeing our videos randomly, you can see them as they come out. And if you've got some catching up to do, then you just catch up when it suits you, yeah? So we're gonna finish off this crossing one last time. You're getting dizzy yet, back and forth. I love it. Like, I get the side scenery as well, right? So I'm looking to the sides as well. I'm going, I haven't seen a croc. I've seen a few things floating in the water that look like a croc. There's definitely crocs here, and there's definitely fish here, because those pelicans on the left there, they wouldn't be sitting there waiting for nothing. So they're waiting for a little barra or a big one, whatever they can fit in there. You know, gulp, down she goes. And if there's barra, there's crocs, and if there's crocs, there's barra. All of that, you know how it works. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up, and we'll be back on deck. Yeah, this video will be out well after the 12th of July 21, but this is being made about a week before that. What's the date, mate? I don't even know the date. The 4th. It's the 4th of July. There you go. See you guys.